Hi there. This is a reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Today we're going to get messages from your higher power. It's like your higher consciousness. You could call it spirit too. I might have done something like this recently, but you know, I was being told to do this again. And I love the crystals I picked out. This feels like really good energy. So this is rose quartz, and this is tied to your heart space. And it's like self-love, self-care, just very healing for your heart. So if you need to carry this around right now, do it. And then this crystal is amethyst, which fosters peace. So really, really good energy from these two stones. And I recommend if you're called to either one of them and you have them, it's a good time to carry it around so it can help you kind of be in that energy more if you're struggling with that, or if you're just wanting to have a better vibe. The Magician, sweet. We like good vibes, you know? We like to feel good, and I feel like this is a turning point, Page of Swords, where we're going to start feeling, I apologize for that, we're going to start feeling like the effort is paying off of the work we've done, the hard work we've put in. So, Queen of Wands, yes! Where are my fire signs at? I mean, you don't have to be a fire sign to be in a beautiful energy. Ace of Swords, clarity. See? So because I'm picking this message, or because this message is coming up, I feel like meditation is really important right now. Ooh, somebody's being sneaky. Probably you. There's that Seven of Swords again. Funny. I feel like, what was I saying? I was talking about higher. Oh, meditation is important to connect to your higher power, spirit. Okay. And I keep saying that, but am I doing it? Not really. I thought about doing it yesterday, and then I was like, no. Okay. I don't like, what is this trying to do here? Oh my goodness. Maybe it wants to just stay like this. I don't know. Okay, we'll just leave that like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's reverse. Oh no, that's upright. Oh, that's beautiful. I always find that, like, for some reason, there's like a connector card in the beginning, if there is one. Like a connector to the other energy. Strength and 10 of Pentacles is really amazing. We love that. That energy is good. Okay, this one wants to come out for sure. Oh, the Lovers. How ironic. Well, not ironic, but like, Four of Wands is all about, look at, I almost knocked that upright. Maybe it's supposed to be upright. I'll try again in a minute to see how it lands. But the Lovers is all about, well, it's a balance between masculine and feminine, but it can be viewed as a love card. And the Four of Wands is all about commitment, like marriage. They're celebrating a marriage on this card, I feel like. Or it can look like that. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, it's, oh, okay. This is the opposite of that. Yeah, I feel like this message is going to be really like, you're trying to get out of this old energy. And it's been a struggle. It's been this is a long time cycle that you're, lack mindset. That's been coming up a lot. It's been a long time coming is what Spirit's telling me. I want to take this card, the Star. This is like putting a nix to that. This is like, nope, we're not doing that anymore. The Star is all about hope. And you know how I decided about this message was I pulled a few cards. Oh shoot, this is not gonna work. Usually that's fine, so I don't know. That was weird. So, oh, I don't want that to block the light. Here, I'll just set it over here. Hopefully I don't knock it over. What was I saying? Oh, so I pulled some cards because I had a feeling I was going to do a message from like God or, oh, that's why this is too far over. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. I'm like, there's something wrong with this. From God or from your guides. And then I pulled cards and it was literally like consciousness, you know, like all of that. And then I was like, okay, if I'm supposed to do a message from, you know, your higher power, give me another air card. And it gave me Aquarius, which the star is. So that's very in sync with what the message was of telling me like what I should do, what kind of reading I should do. It's still off balance. I don't like it. Perfectionism is at its best. So, yeah, I feel like you should be here watching this video if you have been working through some heavy things, a heavy cycle of like doubt, self-doubt, criticism, insecurity, what else? Codependency, people pleasing. I mean, there's a lot. And this is funny because I did a video a couple days ago about how, you know, there's a trauma loop that a lot of things are pouring into this trauma loop. So if you resonate with the fact, oops, sorry about that, that it's been a big challenge to get out of this energy. Like, you don't have to resonate with all of that, but like the energy that you're in, negativity, depression, whatever the case is for you, this is for you for sure. So I'm going to see if I can, okay, oh, went reversed. So yeah. You're afraid, like the trauma loop was kind of like the fear of losing things. So if you resonate with that, you should watch that video for sure. You're afraid that you can't have it all. Like that's your fear. And in, you know, your higher conscience is like, we want to give this to you and it's coming to you, but you have to let go. You have to surrender. I use my surrender cards for the first time in a long time. And, I think we're going to go with this deck because this is the deck I used to pick the message for today, or the reading for today, I should say. Hey, that rhymed. I'm a poet and I already knew it. That didn't rhyme. Okay. Achievement, luck, woo! We love that. See, I think that's why the Four of Wands, like I think it wanted to be in the middle because it feels very upright, but reverse. Like it's just, you're right there. You're right there, ready to kind of attain everything you've been dreaming of, but your mind is getting in the way. That's why meditation would be super helpful. Getting outside. I know you hate hearing that because I do too. Just connecting with your higher power in any way you can. Writing. Yeah, see, look at the owl has a thing covering it, a ribbon covering its eyes. And that's like trust, right? I am like this owl is flying with a message, actually. We love it, like so on the nose. Flying with this message, knowing it's gonna go exactly where it needs to. So it's literally like you just blindly walking forward and trusting things are gonna work out. Like, and not an eye right after the eyes are being covered. When you think you know better than God, the Holy Spirit, like whoever you resonate with, you're not right. Like you gotta trust, okay? This is ego gift, okay? Yeah, and you're gonna know if you're in the wrong energy when you feel drained, because I feel drained right now. doing this message. And I notice, because I'm like, why do I always feel so drained? And I notice it's when I'm in my ego, when I'm, not that the ego is bad, okay? We need our ego. But when I'm trying to control things, outcomes, you know, situations, people, like afraid that things are going to go wrong. That's literally what it is for me. And you might feel that way. Ceremony. I did a thing recently about needing to cord cut. You might need to do that, or literally just lighting a candle and sitting with it. Maybe for loved ones, lighting a candle for loved ones, but like lighting a candle with the intention you're letting go. Okay. I don't know why I'm shuffling again, because I don't ever do that, but so maybe there's one card that needs to come out. We'll see. If it doesn't, then we'll just kind of leave it. Oh, that one. Fear. What did I say? Fear of losing. Guide. Yes. Yes. Instead of looking to, like, being confused by all the cups, because the 7 of Cups is about, I've got all these options in front of me, but I don't know what to pick. And look, there's a snake. Like, you might pick the wrong one. Instead of looking at all your options, your only option is spirit. Like, you need to look to spirit, not outside sources or yourself to be guided, okay? So what's lying ahead for you is this 10 of Pentacles, strength, luck, achievement. 10 of Pentacles is very abundant, and it's about family, community, like sharing your wealth with other people. Like, look at that. That's so beautiful. And strength obviously tells itself, right? Like, you've got the strength within you to get over any obstacle, hurdle, any trauma loop, any cycle. Like, you're doing so amazing, and recognizing, like, I love how, so this is amethyst, right? And I love how there's amethyst in both cards, and they're kind of like spreading out. Like, the more peace you have, the more you're going to see the surrounding people have it. The people around you have it too. And keeping your peace, even if other people are not in the peace space, is very important right now. And understanding that we all have bad days, and we all can't, oh, the sun reversed, depressed. Like I said, we all can't be up all the time. You know, my boyfriend and I were at the Tigers game yesterday, and he was talking about one of the people that does like the commentary for like when there's giveaways and stuff like that, and how upbeat she is. And he's like, nobody's that happy all the time. And it's true. Like, there is such a thing as, like, that's toxic positivity, when you act like you're acting like you're happy all the time. Nobody's happy all the time. We all have bad days. So understanding that, you know, it's not yours to solve when someone else has a bad day. And if you have a bad day, you gotta allow it. Like, it just is what it is. You know, be in your feelings, do what you gotta do. It's okay. But yeah, you are very abundant, very lucky. I mean, with a luck and this 10 of Pentacles, like, it couldn't be more clearer that you're so abundant, and you need to recognize that you are already, okay? That's very important. And then the 4 of Wands being kind of in the middle here, reversed, there's kind of a fear of commitment on your end for sure, to committing to this abundance, to abundance in every area of your life. Exactly what I'm saying. What if it gets taken away? What if something happens and I don't get it? Like, don't think like that, because what you think comes true. You can have it all. You just have to trust that you're going to. And I mean, the Lovers card is very balanced, right? Balanced energy, masculine, feminine. It can be a balanced energy between you and someone else, but I really feel like you're finding harmony within, and it's showing in your relationships with people. And understanding that, you know, you're divinely guided, divinely protected, and everything that you desire, you're going to have. If it's not for you, you won't have it, period. But I feel like you're in a beautiful place of alignment. And I wanted to get chills there. I felt like chills were coming, but it's like, I'm scared. Like, you're afraid of the abundance, and that's okay. Like, it's scary because that leads your heart to opening, right? The rose quartz, your heart to being completely open and exposed, and like, what if it all fails? So, you know, your higher power is saying, like, hand it over to me. Like, because your higher power doesn't have fear of anything. Your higher power is the love. And, you know, you can admit you're afraid. That's totally normal. Anybody would be, you know, if they're used to being afraid because everything does get taken from you because you weren't in the right energy to align with the things that you want. So hand it over. Hand it over to your higher power, to God, whoever you talk to. I'm getting a little anxious, like my lips are tingling, getting a little numb. So, you know, it might make you anxious talking about it, but you need to talk about it so you can move forward. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you can't carry this part on your own, the fear. Like, you just can't, okay? Because right now, what you're doing isn't working. You're recognizing that, and maybe you're already trying to remove that obstacle of being afraid and just stepping into the unknown. That's what it is. That's what we're all afraid of, the unknown. That's why you see all those people, they'll come onto my live and they'll say, does Joe still love me? Is he thinking about me? And you're like, okay, if you're asking, you probably already know the answer, like, no. But sometimes people are just like, Joe is thinking about them, but they're so attached to the outcome that they can't be present in their relationship. And you might have found yourself in that space, and I have certainly too, afraid of like what's going to happen with my relationship. And even though it's very, very good, it's okay. We get in those spaces where we used to be and recognize that we're in our ego and say, oh, everything's great. Like, I don't need to worry. That's kind of what this energy is, like being out of sync, being not balanced, like this energy, because you're looking to yourself instead of God, instead of your higher power, because you're afraid. And when you think about anxiety, that's like a perfect example. When you get like panicky and you get, like anxious, your lips get numb and you can't breathe and whatever happens, like for me, it gets very heavy on my chest, right? Or get kind of dizzy, lightheaded kind of thing. I'm feeling all those kind of symptoms of anxiety, even though I don't feel like I'm feeling anxiety. I'm feeling it, because that's this energy. You can't think clearly, right? You can't call on spirit. You forget to call on spirit. Like, maybe try to remember that you can call on spirit and, just say, hey, I need help. I'm feeling disconnected. That's what it is. You're like disconnected because you're connected with your ego. So that's the difference. Like, ego is important, like I said, but in this scenario, your ego is trying to guide you out of fear, and that's not going to solve anything. And you recognize that, right? I feel like this topic is something I want to talk about for a long time. So there's probably a lot of people who are looking for answers with like anxiety and how to change that. And there's no simple answer to that because it's different for everybody on how you can handle it. But for me, I do breathing exercises. So you can breathe in for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, and then exhale really slowly, and only do that 2 or 3 times because if you're already lightheaded, that's not gonna help you, right? Getting outside and putting your feet on the ground, that's a good way to get rid of anxiety. Being present with, Mother Nature and, being outside with the animals, and it's just very calming if you can. What else do I do? I shut my eyes sometimes. I'll just close my eyes and I'll breathe. Like, I'm not trying to do the breathing exercise, but I'll just kind of breathe and, you know, try to relax. Like, getting yourself to relax is really important, okay? Because I feel like heart racing, you know, like pain in your heart, like you think you're having a heart attack, but you're really just like amping up yourself and your blood pressure and stuff like that. So just calm, you know, really peaceful energy. And if you're carrying around either of these crystals, that will definitely help you too. But, you know, I don't know, if you need more help, you can put something in the comments, or, you know, suggest a reading I can do for you, or even get a one-on-one reading with me. That will definitely help you. Because I feel like a lot of you are struggling with anxiety right now. So you might be in the, you might still be in the beginning stages of this, you know, energy, and hypervigilance is like really coming up, and oh shoot, what's it called? Anticipatory anxiety, like waiting for that thing to happen, kind of like the fear of things getting bad, or, you know, whatever. Just remembering, like, it's out of your control, whatever is going to happen. First of all, I know that's easier said than done, but, you know, yeah, you're carrying a lot of grief, and shame is a word coming up from the past, and that'll definitely keep you from moving forward. So, I really recommend getting a reading if you can. That'll definitely help you. And you can tell me, you know, I'm having anxiety. You don't have to give me all the details. I'll get them. I'm having anxiety. Can you help me? And then we can do it. So then we've got the Hangman upright with the Five of Swords, right? Reversed, and Gift. So you're not stuck, right? I know the Hangman, like with the Hangman, you feel like, man, I'm really stuck right here and I don't know what to do. And it's completely normal to feel that when you're working through something of this magnitude, definitely. But you gotta understand that you're not stuck. You're just, it's like a pause. You're needing to take a pause right now. That's very important. It's a gift for you to be kind of stagnant, because I almost said stuck again. And, you know, you're in this space where you can forgive and forget. And see, I was talking about the past, where you can forgive yourself and others, and move forward with a different mindset, and understand, like, from a higher perspective, like, why that happened. And maybe if you can get to the why, you can understand that, you know, everything that happened in whatever scenario, like, really hurt you, was, you know, there were other people involved, and they had their own feelings about it. Maybe you didn't understand their feelings, but now you do. And understand that you didn't know any better if you landed yourself in a tough situation, and, you know, just offering forgiveness for that time, and so you can move forward, and saying, like, that doesn't define me. I'm not going to let that hurt my other connections because I experienced this. That's your choice. That's you. That's not anybody else, right? You got to take responsibility for what you experience, right? What you're going to experience. And if you take responsibility, that's where you get into this, like, Ten of Pentacles strength energy. And I wanted to say too, there's three major arcana cards. Oh, four, just kidding. So things are about to change for you for the better. You just gotta hang on for a little longer, and every day just work at that, letting that go, letting go of control, letting go of your fear. It's, again, okay to be scared, but, you know, these are things we don't want to be afraid of. We want to invite in good people, good energy, and, you know, just being happy. Allow yourself to be joyous and happy. So we've got the Four of Pentacles with the Star, with obfuscate, I don't know, ceremony. I gotta look up that word. I don't know what that means. Embarrassing. Okay, 1 second. So let's look up this word. Wait, how do you spell that? Oh, it's obfuscate. I should ask. Okay, here we go. To deliberately make something unclear, confusing, or difficult to understand, often by obscuring the truth or facts. Difficult to understand. Yeah, these things are very difficult to understand, like the why. See, I was talking about the why. You're like, why did this happen? You could sit all day and drive yourself crazy trying to figure out why. But how about we not worry about the why that happened and focus on the now, you know, like, or maybe if something recently happened for you and you're trying to figure out the why, maybe that is important so you can understand it and move forward. But either way, I feel like you need to maybe have a ceremony so you can release that past, that energy, and just maybe light a candle, sit outside. Maybe you don't have to do anything crazy. Just, you know, I release this and say it out loud and be done. Be done. I see you very peaceful doing it. Make sure you're in the right energy and not anxious, okay? But 4 Pentacles is all about the lack mindset. Like you're holding on too tightly. Exactly what I've been saying. Like you're trying to control the situation. And the Star wants you to recognize that all you need is hope. Like you could trust, hope and trust. Like this is going to work out for me. I don't need to worry. Everything is working in my favor. And the water is standing out to me. So like emotions, feelings, like addressing any hard feelings that you have, or like your fears about current situations that you feel like are good for you. Like, what am I afraid of? Write that down. The why, maybe write down why you're afraid of what you have in front of you that's good. Okay. And the fear of losing something good is understandable if you feel like you've only experienced bad things. You're like, oh God, it's not going to work out, or this is so good that if I lose it, I'm not going to be the same. And see, that is a lack mindset right there too. It's like, cherish the now. Like if we are holding on and afraid and, wondering what's going to happen, we're not being present, and we can't even enjoy what we have right now. Do you know what I'm saying? And that doesn't feel good. That's why I was trying to change. Like, I've been working so long on this. It's insane. In that trauma loop, it's like all tied in. Seriously, watch that video. There's like, it's called, what is that video called? What are you afraid of losing? So, there's multiple things, cycles that are going into this one cycle. So it's like understanding that might help you with this. And that's what I've been working through. And I've had 2 days now where I've done really well and have been present. And I'm like so proud of myself. Somebody was not in a good mood, and I didn't let that, like a little bit, it affected my mood, but I didn't let it stay there. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to stick in my good mood. Whatever they're doing however they're feeling is not my responsibility. So, when you take on the responsibility of everybody, your relationship, your love relationship, it doesn't feel good. It puts too much pressure on you, the other person, to perform to your level, and yeah, that doesn't feel good to anybody. We don't like that. So yeah, I already kind of answered this one. 7 of Cups with guide. Let spirit, and your higher power, I should say, make the decisions, like guide you. For, they already know. So let them guide you when you don't know what to do, when you're in the indecision. And if you have anxiety, especially, this feels like, okay, again, I got to call on my guide. I'm getting really hot right now. So, you might get like really hot when you're anxious, which makes sense because you're amping yourself up. You feel like you ran a marathon. Maybe you get like heated up when spirit is really connecting with you. That's all I'm picking up on that. So I don't know. Okay, actually, I was going to use a different deck because I always just like to pull a couple cards at the end. But apparently, I almost put this deck away. And I was like, no, don't put that away. And I didn't. And here we are. Yeah, I'm like really, really hot. It's crazy. I wish I had could put my hair up kind of thing. And I've got the window open. It's not very warm out. So maybe I'll cool down in a minute. That's why I took a drink. Maybe I'll take another drink real quick. I don't want it. Okay, let's see what else our higher power wants to tell us. Whoa. Okay, yeah, beggar reversed. Yeah, that feels like kind of this and this energy. For real. Okay, I feel like I want that one. Ooh, and this one. Oh, not the guy coming out in reverse. Don Juan. Spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. Rebel challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. But that really, in the night. Loyalty, romance, and chivalry. Some words are hard to say. A love of honor. We love that. See, everything's good. The rebel kind of feels like not really that you're rejecting spiritual systems, but like you're rejecting other people's opinions on how you show up, or you're rejecting the norm of behavior that you used to have, or rejecting the norm of behavior that other people expect from you. You're rejecting the old. That's what that feels like. You're stepping out of the norm, like with your family. There's another owl, and it landed right over this owl. Owls represent clarity. So you might have a guide or like a spirit animal that's an owl. And it's weird. I'm probably getting this message because my friend sent me a video about this woman who can tap into animals. And there was this owl that kept coming by her like house, and they connected, and the owl told her, like, answered her questions basically about how they live their life, and how we need, as a collective, need to pour more into Mother Nature. Ooh, I got chills. So if you're called to do that, sending energy to Mother Nature every day would be a good thing, because she really is, she provides to us. It's not like consumerism, it's nature. Like without, the bees, the trees, the plants, all the animals, like we wouldn't survive. Like it's just a fact. Like all the animals that, feed our planet, and yeah. So anyway, getting a little off base here, but guide reverse places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. See, like, remember everything you've learned and you'll be okay. But especially you need to connect with your guide. And maybe if you feel connected to an owl, which I feel like I am right now, because this is crazy. My friend literally sent me that message like yesterday. Call on that owl when you meditate, see what they have to say, okay? Ask for answers from them, and maybe you'll feel better. You'll get your answer, but not the way you think. I need to say that. Beggar, dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Didn't something say about effort? No, okay. So there's a lot of like feeling that you're owed, or somebody else should be doing something. Like you aren't taking responsibility for what you need to do, and you're too worried about so-and-so needs to do this, so-and-so needs to do that. God, why haven't you given me this yet? Like, yeah, that's childish. I'm sorry. And I kind of resonate with that. So I'm calling myself out too. Don't do that. Take responsibility. And I realized something. I don't want to forget to talk about this, but I realized something the other day, that there's a lot of mirroring going on for me right now. And I think that's what has been happening this whole time. And recognizing that was a really big epiphany, because then I could kind of step back and recognize that, hey, this person, you know, is hurting too. And like, I'm already critical on myself. I don't need to be critical of other people. Like, healing's hard. It really is. And you just gotta be kind and gentle with everybody, you know, because you never know what their battles they're fighting. But what I was going to say, look at the patterns. She's got 2 different patterns. They're both polka dots, but they're different kinds of polka dots. So this is definitely a passed down generational thing where you feel like you've done enough. You have done hard work, 100%. But spiritual work, healing doesn't end. Like, you're always going to be doing that. And especially if you have more knowledge than somebody else, you need to be more understanding and compassionate to those people, because you've already been through it. You get it. And not there being a wheel, like a bunch of wheels on this card. Cycle, cycle, cycle. I'm dead. Child nature, not a rabbit. There's a rabbit's foot. Rabbit. Some of you might have a spiritual animal that's a rabbit, or you have rabbits. Maybe you have a special connection with your rabbit. See if you can tune into what they're saying. Tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. That seems a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? That feels a little bit much. I don't think you abuse anybody. But, you know, I was talking about, like, critical. So you might be critical of other people and not nurturing sometimes. So like, that feels like a cycle. Like, this feels all connected. I feel like I need one more for this one specifically. Let's do a funny card, because, like, damn. Oh, it's that one. Doing it again. Oops. Definitely a bad idea. Oops, I did it again. Yeah, it's like, it feels like Groundhog's Day, like you're doing the same thing. Like, you're doing the same thing but expecting different results. Blaming the moon again. Stop blaming. Blame it on the rain that's falling. Blame it on the stars that shine at night. No matter what you do, don't put the blame on you. Just blame it on the rain. Yeah. See, like, taking no responsibility for your role. Like, everybody has a role in connections. You're doing something that is not right, and you're blaming the other person. Emotional projection, 100%. Lunar excuse, anxiety, scrolling instead of healing, crying in the shower. Listen, you, this emotional projection is from the past. So that's why I was saying about the past, like, you need to really sit with it and understand why you're doing the things you do, so you can move yourself away from that cycle. And it's a lot. Listen, this is big. This is a big thing. I don't want to minimize. You're doing a great job, okay? Listen, you're doing a great job. It's hard. I get you. I get you more than you know, okay? Because everything in this reading I'm resonating with myself. So be kind, gentle, patient with yourself and whoever is around you that maybe you've been projecting, like taking things out on because they're safe for you. Be gentle with them too, and offer yourself forgiveness at this time, and other people too that you can, as long as they deserve it, of course. And I feel for you. I really feel for you. I feel like, sorry, I just need 3 more here. These are cord cutting cards, and then we're gonna go. Dead. I almost said dead. Read healing material. Oh my God. Dead. Yeah, time for prayer. Okay, see, I was saying, God, Holy Spirit, a better path awaits. Everything is working out. 111. I was just looking at the numbers too. That's funny. And then remove temptation. Okay. I don't know what your temptation is, but it's probably like things you do in order to cope that aren't healthy. Like for me, it's scrolling or shopping online, like stupid shit like that. I don't want to minimize what you're doing or what I'm doing. Like it is what it is, but like you're doing the best you can. Okay. Just keep working harder is what I want to say to you. So find some healing material on whatever you resonate with from your past that you feel like you're still holding on to. I'm trying to think. Well, anxiety might be a good thing. Attachments are coming up. So like there's secure attachment, which is what we're all working towards. And I feel like this is probably the lowest attachment out there. Like, because I feel like a lot of people are more in these other, unhealthy attachments. So there's anxiety, what is it called? Anxious attachment and avoidant attachment. I know there's one more that kind of feels like these two both, but I don't know the name of it. So you can look it up, but maybe read something on attachment, and I might even take that advice because I feel like I'm getting more towards the secure, but I'm more of an anxious avoidant. Like I'm more anxious, but I feel like there's a little bit of avoidant in there too. And my boyfriend's definitely more avoidant, I feel like. And, that can be hard in your connections too. That adds fuel to the fire. So maybe read something on that. That would be really good for you. And pray for yourself, especially, but for other people as well, like that you're going to find peace, I feel like is the big thing, and understand that you're on to bigger and better things. Okay. So that feels good to end the reading that way. Thank you so much for being here. Any likes, shares, comments, subscribers, especially on my channel, are really helpful and appreciated. I want to get my content out there so I can make some money off of this YouTube channel. If you'd like to donate to my channel, I have CashApp, Venmo, and PayPal. It's not expected, but it sure is appreciated. I have a phone number now for my business. You can reach out to me to set up an appointment, or just we can do a reading when you call if you're more comfortable with phone calls other than social media, like seeing me on social media, like I get it. You can also text me for a free card, one free card, that's it, per person. And then I will put my booking site as well, which you can get a video reading off me or a one-on-one session. And I focus specifically on trauma because I've been through a lot of trauma and I've worked through a lot of stuff, but I can do any type of reading except for mediumship. If something comes through for a loved one, I will definitely share it, but that is not my path, and Spirit wants me to focus more on what I'm supposed to do. So thank you again for being here, and I hope you have a good one.